So we're going to create a map of your classes at LHS by remixing this app. So click on this app, click the remix, and rename it Your Initials LHS Map. I shouldn't have to say this, but make sure you're signed in. I had several people last week do awesome projects, but they weren't signed in. Make sure you're signed in. For now, till we don't lose anything, go ahead and hit that share button. Rename it. And don't forget to give yourself created by your name. Make sure you give me the copy link later, but we'll deal with that. For now, let's just see inside. Okay, so let's see what it says. In the background, use one of these two images of LHS. Either one, I don't care if you like the overview or the one with the actual layers, so save image. Back to scratch. We're going to add it to the stage as the backdrop. Up arrow, again, however you need to get to it. Your computer's a little different than mine. And again, there it is. All right, so let's review. All around here are these different labels. So I want to get out of backdrops. So I'm going to click on this blank empty one and delete it. I'm going to jump back to code. Okay, so what I did was I already labeled this one called the another elective. So when you hit the flag, if you hover over another elective, it pops up and grabs and drags. Your job is to rename different things. So put them in the right locations. Again, I'm not going to tell you where things are supposed to go. You're going to need to figure that out. Your job is to label things and put them where they're supposed to be. It will help you out with comp tech. It's right there. So again, you're going to move things around to where they are supposed to be. If you don't have an NJ class, delete that label. If you don't have an ag class, delete that label. So what do you need to label? All 7 of your classes, some of them might be enabled elective. Move them to the right locations on the map. The front office, the cafeteria, the library, and the pool. The front office, the cafeteria, the library, and the pool. Wherever your social studies class is, if you don't have a social studies class, oops. Again, if you don't have a social studies class, oops. Again, label all your classes. So once you moved everything around, find this one called another elective. It's the one that looks like this. When I hover over it, as long as I've clicked the green flag, when I hover over it, it gets much, much, much bigger. If you like the coding for it, great. If you don't like the coding for it, feel free to change it. Otherwise, I'm going to copy that coding to the next one, the one that says cafeteria. I click on cafeteria. I'm going to copy that coding to the next one. It says library. I click library just to make sure it's working. I copy the library over to the next one. Again, just keep moving it around and copying it. So theoretically, when I'm done, I can hover over gym and it tells me that's where the gym is. Again, I can hover over the library and it tells me that's where the library is. My recommendation for you is if you don't like the coding on this one, another elective 2, if you don't like the coding on it, change it before you start deleting anything or copying it. Change it before you start copying it. Otherwise, once you're done and you've labeled everything, again, what do you need to label? Each 7 of your classes, the front office, cafeteria, library, pool, all 7 of your classes. Make sure you've got the background image, move the labels, delete any labels you didn't use, delete any labels you didn't use, and then give me the link on this Google form. Again, I had to make it a Google form because several of your classmates are copying each other. Fill out the Google form and submit. Thank you.